First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Complete to open things up. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. The first carry down. This is Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. First down carry here for Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Prescott to throw this time. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That's pulled in at the 32. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. So that is how we get our first points here in quarter number 2 on the punt return.
Both teams were seeking the momentum that comes from the first score of the game. But when it comes on a special teams play, a punt return, I think that's extra momentum. And now I wonder if they just roll it forward and maybe don't just kick the extra point, but possibly go for 2.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards in the first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Lions' 22-yard line.
Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 10. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
A yard brings up 2nd and goal.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop them with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. A shotgun snap for Stanford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Stafford able to find Hockenson for a Lion first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stafford will try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Elliott. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got him. And out of bounds right around the 20. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Number 20.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Lions 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Stafford. That'll be taken in by Kenny Golladay. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Swift, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run it with Johnson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Stafford.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
from the 36. Stafford, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run the counter. Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Boy, a potential game changer there here in the 4th quarter to kick that out of bounds. And now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
First down.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They go Elliott again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Dallas.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Seven yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dallas.
Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Cowboys 21, Lions 14. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Stafford.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Cowboys, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,